Hey everyone, Mr. MC here, back with another Gran Turismo video, but this time we're taking a look at My First Gran Turismo, which came out on December 6, 2024. This is basically the demo version of Gran Turismo 7, which came out in 2022, so it's pretty interesting that this demo came out at least 2 years later. But even though I've been playing Gran Turismo 7 ever since it first came out, I still want to see if this demo is worth downloading. I mean, it is free after all, so not going to miss the opportunity. So the main modes that this game offers are the following: License Center, Music Rally, Races, Time Trials, and Practice Runs. I will say Practice Runs is basically free run where you can do as many laps as you want with the cars you've unlocked, so I will very lightly touch on that towards the end of the video. But we're gonna go ahead and do License Center because that's basically the only mode we can choose at this time. So let's go ahead and jump on in. And it becomes pretty clear that this demo is for those that are brand new to the Gran Turismo series or those that are brand new to the whole racing game genre, as right away the game starts to tell you about the assist that it has, for example the braking field, racing lines, driving markers to help you get familiarized with a car and track combination. It even has all the assists on to try to hopefully keep you on the track pointing towards the right direction. And just for watching the demo, you get a free car. Sweet! And then you get put into the license test where you'll learn how to control the car, whether it's getting on the throttle, using the brakes at the right time, learning how to use the reference marker like the cones on either side of the track right about now, as that's the braking marker, and learning how to control your throttle input as the license tests go on. And as you go through the license test, you'll get to use some faster cars and go through more technical parts of a circuit. And all you really need to do is get at least a bronze medal to unlock a car or unlock a new mode. But so far we've been progressing pretty fast, so let's see what we unlock next. And again, the license tests do get a bit tricky depending on the car and track combination, so that's where you'll have to be a bit more careful with your braking and throttle inputs. But eventually, once you complete the International B license and get your hands on a cool new Countach, you'll unlock the races where you'll be assigned 3 races to complete, and you can use any car that you've unlocked so far. And there are 3 difficulties I can set, which is beginner, intermediate, and professional difficulty. Your mileage will vary on this one, but at least to me, I found the AI on professional to still be pretty easy to beat. And as you progress through the races, you will be able to pick faster cars. So for example, in this race, I'm using the Audi TT, and in the third race, I'll be in the Honda NSX. Just look at the car step out right there, catch it right there, sweet. And then there's Music Rally, which I still think it's a weird mode to this day, but think of it as time trial with cars that get in the way, and you're trying to keep the timer or beat above 0, and you gain more beats by passing the checkpoints. But once the song ends, your session is over. But just think of it as time trial with a couple extra steps. And just like with races, you start off with slower cars and then you eventually go to faster and faster cars. Now, unlike in races, with Music Rally, you are given a specific car to go through this mode with, so you can't just pick any car. Hey, I beat Super GT. And as you beat these Music Rallies, guess what? You get more cars. But anyways, then there's time trial mode, or what this game also calls the one-up attack, where you have a set time that you need to beat and you only get 1 lap. And for those that are a bit familiar with Gran Turismo, if you remember the Super License, this is basically that, except they don't call it Super License, they call it time trial or 1 lap attack. And just like in the other modes, you start off with a slow car and you gradually make your way up to faster cars. So for example, in the third time trial, you'll be assigned the Nissan GT-R R32. And all you need is at least a bronze medal to progress through this mode. and to unlock any cars associated with this. And with that, we're able to get the last car and get a passport? Okay then. Now the cool thing is that if you decide to buy GT7 down the line, or if you log on to GT7 if you already have it, you can go to your garage and those cars that you won in My First Gran Turismo will be waiting for you in your garage. All you need to do is redeem their car tickets. So even if you've been playing Gran Turismo 7 for a while, there's still a bit of an incentive to take a look at My First Gran Turismo. But should you decide that you're going to stick with My First Gran Turismo for now, after you unlocked all the cars, you can still take them out on practice runs, which is basically a free run, and do as many laps as you want. Again, not much to talk about here, so I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. Now, how long it'll take for you to complete My First Gran Turismo will depend on how familiar you are with the Gran Turismo series and how all the cars and tracks handle. So if you're very familiar with how the cars and tracks handle, then it should take you probably around 1 hour and a half or 90 minutes to complete My First Gran Turismo. If you take a more casual pace, maybe even doing a couple of the challenges multiple times, maybe a bit closer to 2 hours. Now, at least for me, I repeated a couple of the license tests, so it ended up taking me a bit closer to 2 hours to complete. And even though I've been playing Gran Turismo 7 ever since it first came out, it was still a pretty fun time. And I got 18 free cars, so can't go wrong with that. So in my opinion, I think the demo is definitely worth downloading. Even for someone like me who is pretty familiar with Gran Turismo 7, I still found this to be pretty fun. The 18 car incentive is a heck of a good incentive, as it makes playing this demo very worth it. If you're new to the series or new to the whole racing game genre, I still think it's worth downloading. I still think it's worth giving it a try, as the demo makes it pretty clear that this is aimed for those that are pretty new to the series or the whole racing game genre. As you learn the racing line, you learn where to brake, where to turn in, and gives you an idea about how the cars handle throughout different tracks. And again, the demo is free, so if you try this out and find out that maybe this game or the whole racing game genre is not your cup of tea, at least you didn't have to pay any money for it. But that's going to be it for me. I had no idea what the heck I was going to yap about, so I kind of just went off and see where it took me. But that's it for me. Take care, everyone. This is Mr. MCA, the world's most okay player, and I'll see you in the next video.